Welcome everyone to Hot Jobs with HireMilitary, and good afternoon, good morning, depending on what time of day it is for you. Speaking of location, we would love to know where everyone is tuning in from today. So if you can, drop your location in the comments. We'd love to see just where everyone's at in the world today. And while everyone's sharing that, I'd love to take a second to introduce myself. I am not Olivia, who you're used to seeing here on a weekly basis. My name is Kate Wood, and I'm a recruiter with HireMilitary. I am an Army vet and an active duty Army spouse located in Northwest Florida near Eglin Air Force Base. It's a pretty great location if you've been here or you're familiar with the area. And my husband is currently stationed here with 7th Special Forces Group. I know Brandy and Paul are both Army vets as well. So we would love to hear in the comments what other branches of service we have in attendance today. We're a Go Army team, but I'm sure there's a lot of other people here as well. So we'd love to hear from you what branch of service that you are in. All right, now to the real reason why we're all here today. Paul and Brandy have some really great information to share with us on the newest SkillBridge opportunities that we are offering for our transitioning service members. So if you are a transitioning service member, please tag yourself in the chats. Our team from HireMilitary would love to connect with everyone and make sure that you get the help you need in finding the right internship or just any advice on transitioning that they can offer. So without further ado, Paul, welcome. I would love to hear from you and just help everyone understand more about what exactly SkillBridge is.
Yeah, love to have everybody aboard here for Hot Jobs Tuesday. Good seeing everybody. DoD SkillBridge, what is it? It's an amazing program that more people need to take advantage of. It is DoD-wide. It's been out for a while now, probably at least 2011 timeframe that it came out. But any active duty service member can take advantage of this. Doesn't matter what branch you're in. With the last 180 days of service that you're in, your last 6 months, you can intern with a company. It doesn't have to be where you're at necessarily. You can travel to do this program. It allows you to get your foot in the door with a great company while you're still active duty. You're still going to get paid by your branch, right? You're going to receive all of your base pay and entitlements like BAH and stuff like that. And at the same time, you're building your network. You're setting a great example to senior executives at a great company. You're getting to assess their culture, what it's like to be a civilian in the workplace. And perhaps, it's been a while. It might have been 8, 10 plus years since you've been in the civilian workforce. So this is a great opportunity, not only to lock in a part of your transition plan, but to see what it's going to be like within the near future, right? And at the same time, it's a great chance for the company to see what type of worker you are, how you fit in with the team, all that smooth stuff. So it's just an amazing program. There's internships all across the country with all sorts of different companies, and we're happy to spread the word far and wide.
Gosh, I love that. It's such an amazing opportunity. I know SkillBridge was not around when I transitioned, but I know if it was right now, I would definitely take advantage of it. It's really something that you should not miss out on as a transitioning service member. It's such an awesome opportunity, like you said, to grow your network and just get that really great, relevant industry experience. And I know you mentioned, Paul, that SkillBridge is offered throughout the country, and there's a lot of different organizations that help facilitate the SkillBridge opportunities. But what sets the HireMilitary internship process apart?
Yeah, HireMilitary is designed to be the bridge or the facilitator for you. So when you create a profile and you're looking for internships and you're applying, our account management team is also taking a look at your profile, thinking about where you might be a good fit. And when the time comes, we help facilitate the SkillBridge process, meaning we're going to set you up in front of the employer so that you can interview. We're going to be completing paperwork on the back end, helping you get approval through your command. I think that I would say 99% of our internships are not cohort based, meaning the start and end date is flexible based on your timeline. You can talk to the employer when you're interviewing and set up those dates. And majority of our team is service connected, whether veterans themselves or military spouses. I think it's just a great setup in terms of what we can offer in terms of facilitating skill bridges. And one added note is if you don't have a company, or if you have a company that you've been working with and they are not an approved DoD skill bridge provider, let us partner with them. We can help create custom skill bridges too. Absolutely. That's so awesome to hear, Paul. I love that it really allows the service member to own their transition and help just really navigate what the best fit is for them. Absolutely. And the types of roles and industries that they're interested in. So that's just great. So if you have questions, please leave them in the chats. Paul did a great job of just giving a basic overview of SkillBridge and why HireMilitary why we set ourselves apart in that process. But if you have any other questions regarding that or HireMilitary in general, please leave them in the chats. Our team will go through them right after this broadcast and make sure everyone gets answers to their questions. So let's dive into some of those specific opportunities. So Brandy, I'd love to hear more from you about a new partner that we have called Xylem.
Yep. Thank you, Kate. And it's good to see you here on the live with us. So like Kate said, I am prior service Army, and then I was a military spouse. I am still a military spouse. So my husband retired, and he actually did one of these SkillBridge programs. So wow. I can attest that it is fantastic to do this. It set us up. We're in the Pacific Northwest now. So, Microsoft, for us. So it worked out. So I do have some new companies that I'm an account manager for. Xylem is one of them. It is a global water technology company committed to solving water. And they do it by creating innovative and smart technology solutions to meet the world's water, wastewater, and energy needs. So that kind of gives you that basic overview. They think pumps. They do, they work with pumps to help with that whole wastewater kind of idea and water. And, it's kind of a variety of things, but they go with technology to help them. So we have a customer experience specialist in Livonia, Michigan. So that is, you're going to assist customers with product selection, availability, order entry, product delivery, and return and invoicing. So kind of like that customer service, you're forward facing, you're going to be interacting with them. They want someone who can work individually or as part of a team. Someone with solid math skills, which would totally put me out of it because math is not my friend. Just put it out there.
We know we have math people out there though that would be perfect.
There are some great math people. It's just not going to be me. So sorry. And they want someone who has an ability to adapt to frequent change in a high pressure environment. It is customer service. So, just one of those, if you worked in admin, that, this is a great place for you to get in and start working. Awesome. So that one is customer service experience, or experience specialist.
Great. And you have another opportunity in Connecticut.
Nope. Sorry. It should be Norfolk, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia. Sorry about that.
I messed them up. Sorry. That's my fault. They actually just filled this one. So that one was available. We have Norfolk, Virginia for a service shop technician. So, and this is responsible for service repair and maintenance of equipment at a Xylem service center. So you're not going to be going out or doing anything. You're actually going to be working in the service center. They're looking with someone for 2 to 3 years experience with the ability to diagnose mechanical and electrical issues and experience with diesel engines. So this is anybody with that. They're looking for people who worked on generators in the military, aircraft, vehicles. This is the kind of place that you can get into. And you don't need to know about pumps for this position. They will teach you pumps 101. So if you just have that mechanical experience, this is where you can get in. And if you're looking for Virginia, they had one in Connecticut. They actually just filled it. I found out last night. So
gotcha.
That's my fault.
I love seeing roles like this that are directly transferable for our soldiers or, service members that have those industry skills, generator mechanics, aircraft mechanics. You can directly pivot into a company and work your way up from there, which is great. And then you have motor pool experience, all that type of stuff. Definitely. So we have some more technician type roles. This one's in Mira Loma, California.
This one is definitely a good one. So they're you're going to assemble new equipment, safely install, troubleshoot, and repair. You'll always be responsible for recording parts, labor accurately on work orders, internal equipment repair forms. Soldering might be one of the things you're doing. You're working with circuit boards. So that's where this comes in. They do some remote repairs as well. So you have to have Experience with PLC controls. Someone who has that experience will know what I'm talking about. So it's, programming of some sort. General knowledge of 3-phase, 40-volt electrical devices or power systems. I totally had to write this down because this is not my area. But yeah, the electrical and mechanical engineering background is what they're looking for.
Wonderful. Great. And I see we have some opportunities in San Diego. That's exciting.
Yep. So we'll have 2 today. The test technician. It really is what it says. You're a test technician. You're going to test, troubleshoot, repair, and modify production electronic boards, equipment, and systems. So it could be CPUs, digital signal processors, transmitters, or receivers. It's working with analog and digital circuits. So it is an actual test technician, circuit boards, and going from there. So you have to have those fine detail ability skills.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the last one you have with Xylem, I'd love to hear more about it.
Yep. So it's an assembler, soldering. And I will tell you from the start, there is a solder test because you're working on circuit boards. This is their analytics San Diego. Small, fine details, mechanical, electrical, assembly, rework operations. So if you've ever popped open a computer or anything or looked at circuit boards, that's what you're doing. It's those tiny, small details.
Got it.
So, and they're looking for someone with 3 years experience. It is a soldering test that you're going to have to do to show that you can do this tiny detail work with them.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brandy. And again, if any of you out there are interested in these roles, please tag yourself in the chats. If you can even tag the specific name of the role that you're interested in, that would even be better. So we can specifically get you information on that role. And we'll get right back to you after this broadcast on more information and any steps to apply. So Paul, I would love to hear more from you about a great partner we have called Workforce Insight in the role that you have available with them.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is the big one for me at the moment. This position is one of the rare ones in our system that is cohort based, meaning everybody that's selected for this internship will start at the same time, and that start date is October 11th. So I'll just preface, before I walk through this position a little bit, you'll have to be within your DoD SkillBridge availability on or before October 11th. And then the program will go through January 28th. Now you can perform your SkillBridge while on terminal leave. So I guess the more important thing is your start date there. But just wanted to point that date out there because it is important. So what is it? It's 100% remote internship. It's 100% full-time opportunity. So Workforce Insight, 100% remote workforce. So amazing. Just from the start in terms of location, it adds a ton of flexibility here. The internship is a 16-week accelerated training program, and it's designed to upskill our transitioning service members that might be seeking a career in workforce management or human capital management. Yeah, Workforce Insight is in that industry. They were just acquired by Accenture, one of the largest firms in the world. Yeah. So you're going to have the opportunity to work across some of the hottest sectors, whether it be manufacturing, education, healthcare, public sector. I mean, I would be remiss to say that there's probably not an industry that you'll be a part of. And you're working with, Fortune 500 huge companies. What they're doing is they're adopting this Kronos technology as part of their human resources systems and processes. So it's tracking employee time, vacation time, all sorts of high-level HR processes. And what you're doing as a solutions consultant is you're traveling to client sites. You're working one-on-one with them, almost as a project manager, if you want to think of it that way. They have a unique business need. They're either adopting this technology for the first time, or they might be upgrading. But what you have to do is figure out, how can I program this software to meet the needs of this business? And it's going to be a unique one-on-one situation with each business that you work with. So you're going to help them install it, test it, configure it, maintain it and utilize it to the best of their ability. And this academy is designed to take somebody that has no prior knowledge and teach them how to be a consultant. It's broken into 4 phases. The first 2 phases are dedicated to just learning the technology itself and how to be a consultant, consulting 101. So you don't have to have, direct industry experience necessarily to be successful in this.
It's such a great opportunity. I mean, obviously it's the remote piece, the working with a global company, and just, again, having all that experience in different business lanes really helps you to find out, what do you want? What are you interested in? What do you like?
Right.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing that, Paul.
You're welcome.
And Brandy, I think we have some more remote opportunities. I'd love to hear more about these options with BiteCheck.
I do. I have some remote opportunities. I saw some people in the comments are asking about some. This one is with BiteCheck. They are a cybersecurity assessments company. So their tagline is, "We make compliance suck less."
Ooh,
so there
nice.
is a little bit of fun in there.
I like it.
Yeah, it's help business with efficient and automated assessments that add real security value. So for the first one, marketing communications coordinator is responsible for supporting, executing the company's marketing efforts. They're looking for someone with some graphic design skills, able to track those social media posts and figure out ways to make, their marketing of their company, improve them and get the word out about who they are. It's, they want someone to market them with a great understanding of, marketing. Quite honestly, it's really self-explanatory. It's marketing communications.
I love that. I mean, if you could say 2 industries that are definitely not going to decline in the future, it's going to be IT, cyber, and marketing. So this is an awesome role that has all that.
This really does combine both of them into one. So yeah, and
awesome.
Just having that understanding of marketing techniques and having that some graphic design background is really what they're looking for this position. And it is totally remote.
Great. That's awesome. And then there's a project manager role, which I know, project manager, veterans, this is right up your alley.
Yep. So, and it is, so keep in mind, it is an IT company. So, you're going to have that familiarity with cybersecurity and SOC assessments. It is, a project manager. You're responsible for planning and overseeing client projects, working with your team, working with other project managers. You're going to track and oversee projects, coordinate, schedule, and lead meetings. You are doing a project manager role with an IT company. So I mean, it's who doesn't want that? And it's, like I said, completely remote again.
Exactly. Wow, such a great opportunity. And then you have one more remote option with BiteCheck as well, Brandy. Let's hear about it.
Yes. So this was previously called the Cyber Assurance Consultant. They changed it to the GRC Security Engineer. Everything is basically the same. You're still going to evaluate the design and effectiveness of technology, controls, and software companies throughout the business cycle and help identify performance improvement opportunities. So you're working that background. You're working with project managers, executives, and other delivery team members to manage project timelines and deliverables. You have to have a general understanding of cloud computing environments and general knowledge of audit procedures and IT security. This one they do talk about, your information security certifications, such as SEC Plus, AWS Solutions or Architect, CISSP, CISA, and CIA. You either need to have one or willing to obtain one of those certifications. So this isn't that one that's like, you must have this to start. You just have to be willing to obtain this certification. And it is compliance. So you're working with compliance teams.
Got it.
So it's
Got it.
IT remote compliance teams.
That's awesome. And as everyone knows, you still have, money that's available to you while you're active duty to get certifications, to use towards certifications and things like that as well. So that's just so great to hear. So I love seeing so many remote opportunities for SkillBridge. It just offers our transitioning service members so much more flexibility and ownership and just figuring out exactly what's right for them in this entire process. So Paul, can you share a little bit more for everyone tuning in on exactly how they can apply if they're interested?
Absolutely. So if you go to HireMilitary.us, you'll find the option on the right to search all of our open internships. It's also there that you can log log in or sign up for a profile. It's quick and easy, free. Probably takes 5 to 10 minutes. What you'll do is you'll sign in through LinkedIn, authenticate there. You create a little summary about yourself, what you're looking for, what you're certified in, etc., and fill in a few details like your separation date, when you're available, the locations that you prefer, and then really that's when you're set. You can start looking for internships. If you apply to an internship, what will happen is that the account manager that works with that company will be notified, and then they'll reach out to you and start working with you in terms of getting you ready to be in front of the employer for a potential interview, if everything fits. At the same time, our account management team goes through new profiles and looks to see how they might be able to fill one of the positions that they're working with. When you're looking for positions, if you don't see something in a state that you're looking for, go back to the location filter and then select nationwide remote, because that means those jobs can be performed anywhere. If you're in, I'm just going to pull a random state. If you're in North Carolina, you don't see anything listed there that you like, go and check the nationwide remote, because those are additional opportunities that you could do in North Carolina. And then, check your spam folder once in a while. The only reason I say that is because sometimes when the account managers will send opportunities to people, sometimes the email system doesn't like our address or whatever, and it might be just sitting in your spam folder. I've seen some service members miss out on some great opportunities just because they just didn't see the email come across, and that we just want to make sure that you're looking at those opportunities and have the opportunity to apply if you're interested.
Got it. Thank you so much. That's just a really good overview of exactly what to do. And if anyone missed out on tagging themselves on these opportunities, or if you're watching this replay back later, please reach out to myself, Paul, and Brandy on LinkedIn, DM us, connect, whatever you need to do to get a hold of us, and we can help to answer any more questions or forward you to someone on our team that can answer those questions. So thank you everyone so much for tuning in today, and we will see you next week.